Hi everyone, I'm Marsha Herndon and I'm going to go over the Tao Te Ching with you and also compare it with Confucianism and legalism, three of the early philosophies within the Chinese culture. The exact origins of the Tao Te Ching have proven difficult to pin down, but historians do believe that it was most likely written somewhere around 500 BCE. The author, Lao Tzu, is also referred to as Lao Zi or Old Master. It is believed that Lao Tzu was a teacher of Confucius, possibly, who founded Confucianism. The reason for this belief may lie in the fact that there are many similarities between Confucianism and Taoism. This week's reading covered the golden age of Chinese philosophy, outlining the three major schools of thought in the country's early history. The Tao Te Ching is based on the philosophy of the way and holds three core principles, which you saw in the opening PowerPoint: the void, or nothingness, inaction, or passivity, and the dialect of the relationship between opposites, which is also known as the yin and yang. In contrast, Confucianism is based on the concept of Ren, or the love of humanity, benevolence, and humanitarian love. While Taoism is believed the ideal society is it achieved by inaction or going with the flow, as we might say today. Confucius believed in a return to a past, and his perfect world was based on the relationship between ruler and people, similar to familial bonds. As the love and duty a father had for family members, so he had to his rulers, and rulers demanded the ultimate loyalty, but also were expected to rule benevolently. In a Confucian belief, society is a whole, and all within it have a duty to the whole. The individual is not as important as it is in Taoism. Education was a big part of the Confucian belief, and a man had to be educated to achieve the goodness that was within him. Individuals held responsibility to one another according to Confucius, and the ideal society was a complex one with a good and benevolent government. All of this differs from Taoism, and Confucianism seem where all of this differs from Taoism, where the individual is the center of society. Their government is based on a state of harmony, simplicity, and very little government in order to keep subjects strong but simple, in order to avoid greed, ambition, and cunning. Work is all done toward a simple life, and education is less important. The way should be left to its own devices. Similarities between Taoism and Confucianism seem few and far between. However, the Chinese did believe that the two systems worked as a complement to one another, allowing a man to practice Confucian belief in his hard work for the government during the day and Taoism at home, creating a well-balanced life. In somewhat of a contrast to both these two philosophies stands legalism, founded by Zheng. The basis of this philosophy is that humans are by nature evil and there is no goodness found there. While legalism does believe in education, as Confucianism does, they believe it is only for the superior beings, and the only way the majority of the population are found to be inferior. The legalists focus on government and lots of it as the only way to govern. They offer rewards to those who obey, but also punishment to those who do not. Their definition of success is a rich country with a strong army. The world is very black and white to legalists who stand on the power of good and evil and reward and punishment. Finally, I would like to share a specific passage in light of events that have happened in our country this week in Ferguson, Missouri, and on the subject of race and taking up arms against our fellow man. And there's a chapter that really, I happened to read it yesterday while all this was going on, and I wanted to share it here at the end. Read it at your own time, and please read it with an open mind, because I think it's very poignant and really affected me. So thank you for listening, and I hope everyone has a great holiday.